Holy fucking shit. The hype was too damn real. So only an hour or two ago, that 2-part episode, the legendary, Naruto versus Sasuke final battle, that shit that everyone has been hyped to see, the thing that they've been building up since the very beginning of Naruto. That shit just dropped and it was incredible. I had to make a quick video talking about it. Everything was on point. The animation, the parts that they added to it, like what you would call filler, what wasn't in the manga, that they added to the fighting was just on point. They added like great new parts to the battle that weren't in the manga. It was very phenomenal for that part. The direction of it was incredible. It wasn't lagging. It wasn't bullshitting. There were flashbacks, but it was done like in the right way. People who complain too much about anime flashbacks, you need to get the fuck back, because they do really serve their purpose a lot in certain moments. And this was one of those times where, just showing some of those earlier scenes of the battles of Naruto and Sasuke as children when they're at their loneliest, by themselves with no one else in the world to look out for them or be their friend or anything. Just showing you those scenes interlaced with the actual fighting, phenomenal, incredible. The only thing I would say that I'm sure a lot of people are actually really going to like this part that I didn't like so much was a lot of the battle was actually done in silence. Like usually, in anime, you'll have like, a lot of times like, heart pounding, show-stopping, kick-ass music. Now here, for a good portion of the battle, it was just silence, with just the sound effects of Naruto and Sasuke's battle. The Naruto Shippuden OST is so good that I felt they could have tossed in a couple additional tracks during the battle, at a couple of points, like when it showed, Naruto and Sasuke as children, super lonely. It did bring in the nice, awesome remix to Sadness and Sorrow, that song from the very beginning of the Naruto series. There's a remix version that they're playing now. They even did bring back another track from Naruto that I remember played, during points like the Orochimaru vs. Third Hokage battle. I believe it played during the Haku vs. Naruto and Sasuke fight. They brought back the music good, like in a good way in certain parts, although I felt like there could have been more music than we did get. But man, just so fucking hype. They did so much of this in such a good way, showing, a lot of the abilities that Naruto and Sasuke have gained over, the 700 chapters, the almost 700 episodes. Sasuke uses the Bancho Tenin, which I'm not really too sure what that's called in the English dub. I always get that name. It's a universal pull, I believe. That's the move that Pain does, where he pulls an opponent towards him. Sasuke has the Rinnegan, so he's capable of doing that. Sasuke can do the Shinra Tensei, the almighty push, although he doesn't do that in this fight. He uses another of the Rinnegan's abilities to where he's able to absorb Naruto's chakra, which helps out because Sasuke runs out of chakra, but Naruto has Kurama, constantly molding chakra for him, so Sasuke is able to pull some out of Naruto to help him out in the battle. Naruto using his Kurama form and then using the Shadow Clone Jutsu to make a bunch of Kurama forms fighting Sasuke's perfect Susanoo was awesome. Obviously, the moment where Sasuke absorbs all of the energy of the nine-tailed beast was expanded upon greatly here, where Sasuke, in his powered-up Super Susanoo state, after absorbing, the chakra from all nine-tailed beasts that were trapped in his Chibok Tensei, Sasuke gets that super form, the Super Susanoo, and there's actually a short scene of him battling, Naruto. His Kurama had done a bunch of shadow clones, so that version of Sasuke was fighting 5 or 6 Kurama shadow clones, which was really awesome. And then, Kurama builds up nature energy, a separate Kurama shadow clone had, and then that disperses so that Naruto gets the huge infusion of nature energy, and then that's where he fuses to create, the Ashura form, and then he does, his big attack where he's got the two huge, tail beast Rasen shurikens, and then Sasuke shoots Indra's arrow, which is just so badass. That part was so good, and you see, Naruto never really got to the point where it's huge Dragon Ball Z type devastation and battles, but the end result of Indra's arrow truly felt like a Dragon Ball Z moment. I was very impressed with this battle. The animation was so good too. I'm not sure if it's because Naruto was on a 2-week break or what, but the animation just throughout the entire episode was really on point. In other animes, or even Naruto, I remember there was the episode Naruto vs. Pain, where they sacrifice the the good drawn characters for fluidity of movement. But here, it seemed like they had not only the well-drawn characters, but they also had the fluid movements for, very fast, rapid-paced action. I just can't believe it. I'm blown away. People were so skeptical. People were just running to the keyboards to talk about how this was going to be fucked up, how the whole Naruto anime was a waste of time and they should just take it out back and kill it. But look at this. Look at this. Episode 476 and 477, the 1 hour special. I mean, really, you can only bring up nitpicks about this. They did this perfectly. I have one nitpick. I felt like it could have used a little bit more music, but that's it. That's all I could say. There's nothing else you can say. I really got to tip my cap to Studio Peridot, TV Tokyo, everyone that was involved with this. Good fucking shit. Good shit. This was what I'm talking about. This is what everyone was waiting for with the Naruto Shippuden anime. This was a brilliant way to possibly end the Naruto Shippuden anime, and for them to now start the next chapter with their new Naruto series, and eventually get down to Boruto. But this was epic.